Good morning, Raleigh. My name is Cameron Cooper. It's a chilly morning here in Randleman, North Carolina, Tuesday, December 2nd, and I'm here at the local elementary school. How are you, Cameron? No, I don't think we have. Yeah, of course. What would you like to know? Well, Ritalin was patented in 1954 by the CIBA pharmaceutical company, but it wasn't until the 1960s that it became readily available for children's prescription. Well, the child must be demonstrating symptoms of ADHD, which is Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. Basically, if the child cannot concentrate in class, this drug will fix that. Currently, 4 million American children are taking Ritalin or related drugs on a daily basis. It is, Cameron. The usage of the drug has been on the rise since its initial production. Would you believe me if I told you that between 1990 and 2000, the annual production of methamphetamine increased by 730%. The annual production of amphetamine increased by an even more astounding 2,500%. These are the drugs that make up Ritalin. So here's a little graph that shows the trends. Well, you better believe it. Well, as I said earlier, Ritalin helps children pay better attention. It helps children with ADHD pay better attention, but it also helps normal children pay even better attention than what they could before. Yes, research has shown that there's an increased abuse on this drug amongst college students to help study for their exams, but more importantly, there's an increased parental abuse for getting their children prescribed Ritalin. Well, I mean that with the current procedures for prescribing this drug to a child, they have to only meet 5 of a long list of symptoms. The diagnosis is very subjective, Cameron. If the child squirms, is in constant motion, doesn't listen very well, is easily distracted, or does not finish tasks, then they are showing signs of ADHD. Honestly, I would say that every child in this elementary school, as well as those around the country, show these symptoms of ADHD. But don't get me wrong, I do believe that there are children with legitimate cases of ADHD, and in that case, Ritalin is a wonder drug for them, and I'm thankful for its invention. But I'm just saying that the requirements for the diagnosis are so easily met that any parent who wants their children on Ritalin could easily find a doctor to diagnose it. Well, parents just want the best for their children. They think the ends justify the means. They think that having a child who has improved attention capabilities is the ultimate goal in this scenario, and they don't consider the repercussions. Well, aside from possible side effects of a reduced appetite, rebound headaches, jittery feelings, gastrointestinal upset, sleeping difficulties, irritability, depression, anxiety, blood glucose changes, increased blood pressure, tics, paranoia, seizures, and sudden death, it's bringing up a generation of children who are being told that average isn't enough. I mean that parents are teaching their kids that they need to be able to concentrate better than that they were naturally designed for. They're dealing with their hyper children with medications rather than old-fashioned parenting, some say. They're taking the easy way out. I even found a crumpled up picture that some child must have drawn from outside this school about Ritalin that I faxed to you instantaneously from this broadcast, and you can now see it on the screen. In America, yes. Around the world, no. The European Union just released a statement to their people warning of the epidemic in the United States, referring to the prescriptions of Ritalin. America consumes 5 times more methamphetamine than any place in the world. Well, thank you for the praise, but I can't take credit for exposing America's secret life of Ritalin. I'm just reporting it. Philosophers such as Claudia Mills has commented, artificial enhancement separates at least some element of that achievement from the effort of achieving, sending a confusing message to the child about the meaning of performance. Mills believes If we want our kids to pay attention, maybe we have to begin paying attention to what it's worth paying attention to. Me neither, Cameron. Mills points out that parents are trying to improve their children, but if every child were improved in the same way, then everyone would again be average. All the abuse of Ritalin is doing is raising the bar in an unnecessary way. What about the children whose parents value the gifts that they were naturally given? The children who don't take Ritalin can't concentrate as well as those who do, but I personally think that children weren't designed to be superior in the studying department at such an early age. I think children should be able to enjoy their childhood without being drugged up just so that their parents can feel good about their performance. You're welcome, Cameron. Well, I faxed my recommendations there to the news desk for you to review. I'll let you look over them now. I would just say that America needs to stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Children.